Now you mentioned about the Baha'i treatment in Iran, and one of the things people are talking about now as well is the denial of education.
Yes.
Can you explain that at all?
Well, I wish I could explain that. I mean, I can tell you what it is. The fact is that Baha'is now for 30 years have been denied higher education. They can go to school, they're harassed, children are harassed at school. They can go on to, sort of high school level education, but when they want to go on to university, there's a big door that says don't enter. And so they're not been allowed it. And the new trick is to allow them to sit their exams for the higher education. They pass their exams because Baha'is value education, so they tend to put a lot of emphasis on the education of their children, and then they're even admitted to the university, and then within a few days or weeks they are expelled on the basis that they are Baha'is in an unwanted community of people at university. For the community it's very disabling, and of course that's the whole point. It's how you destabilize a community. You deny education to a group and then you assume that they will not make progress. Baha'is are very concerned about this issue. It looks like nothing. You say, well, a lot of people don't go to university. When you systematically deny education at the higher levels to a whole group of people, it's almost like genocide. A new teacher from God has arisen. Has a new teacher from God ever been accepted on his doorstep? Not really. Think of Jesus. What happened to him? Persecuted in his own land and eventually crucified for bringing the teachings of God to that age. Muhammad himself run out of his own city and had to run for shelter in another place. Every religion has this, and the Baha'is are no different. Now, these days, of course, the Baha'is are seen as a threat, I suppose. The education of women, not too popular a subject. We don't veil. You could see I appear unveiled. Baha'u'llah says this is the age in which we can do away with these symbols of oppression. That's kind of scary for people. The fact that the Baha'is have a plan for the revitalization of society. If you happen to live in a country which thinks that there used to be a golden age to which we can get back, I can't believe that people think that, but they do, and are afraid of how we are revitalizing society and want to control things like the investigation into truth, the investigation into science, new scientific endeavor, education itself, the deflowering of the arts. When people are afraid of those things and want to control them, then one of the things they'll find is the Baha'i faith is for those things, and they'll want to control us too and repress us.